Hey everyone, you're here with AFTERBUZZ TV's recap of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and we're finally addressing the Kardashian Curse. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I love this beginning. Short, sweet, to the point.
Exactly.
Yes.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm your host, Francesca, and you can find me Twitter, Instagram, XOXOCESCA. And I'm here with the lovely Justine.
Hey guys, you can find me on Instagram at Let's Face It with Justine. I do some fun beauty videos, tutorials, all that fun stuff. And you can find me on Twitter at Justine DiVanna 3. I think I'm gonna change it though, because it's just too long.
You gotta all condense them.
Tell me if you guys like JDXO3, because
JD?
JD.
Oh, your initials are all JD. I'm thinking like Jules.
No, like JDXO3, because it's like short and then like it rhymes.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cute. Yeah.
I kind of like it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and whoever accepts me for the new panel. I know it's been kind of mixed up a little, but
it's all fun.
You'll get used to it. We're good. We mean well. I promise. We're all super fans of the show, so it's good.
Yes, and especially if you are a super fan of the show, you know how much the Kardashians always get, their love and they're hated. And a lot of argument is that they are just like a curse for the women. And so I thought it was so funny that finally they addressed it. Like I would never think they would address something like this, because it's negative towards the main, money makers, the women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like they have some negative stuff that's portrayed. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens. So I feel like they do address negative things like that have gone on with Kourtney and Scott. And I mean, a lot of that's mainly Scott, but a lot of times with, Khloe and Lamar, a lot of that's in. So I don't know. I think they show some negative stuff, but obviously, definitely, they want to make themselves look good because they're the Kardashians.
Exactamundo.
Yes.
And what better way to bring in this episode talking about like the guys and the curses to have French Montana? How awkward is that? What did he goes, that thing's still fat when she gets up and walks away, talking about her ass. I
just think it's so funny that it was Scott and French, and it was Kourtney and Khloe, right? Or Kourtney wasn't there, but they were talking about like, get Kourtney, we want the exes back. Like it was literally like the two ex-boyfriend. That was funny. I was like, we need Kourtney here to make it complete.
Because they did their spinoff with the Hamptons, and that's when like she left to go to the city to see French, I believe, and I think that's what she was dating him and everything like that. But yeah, that's and like Scott's like, you remember French, just like awkward, but
so funny,
but funny at the same time. So with going with the guys, Khloe's, what we mainly talked about in this episode is like, so the curse with Scott and kind of what's going on with Khloe and Lamar. So like with Khloe, she, we all know Lamar went through everything, and she was gonna divorce him, but then he got sick and he almost died, and what kind of person would be to divorce someone when they're like in bed? So she didn't do it, and now she's doing it again, and she's like stressed out about it because her mom keeps talking like things are good and they're still friends.
I personally like their relationship. I've said it in the past, whatever, if it works out or not, I've always loved them together. Yeah, and I've loved them together, but whether or not it works out or not, I really like that they can be friends, because a lot of breakups, divorces, ends bad. And especially Scott and Kourtney, because Scott has done some really messed up stuff. And I like that they're all friends. Like Khloe and Lamar are still really good friends. Like they talk on the phone, and that's why it's a shame, because I really think like deep down, they'll always have like a little thing for each other.
I feel the same way, and I think the only thing is it's just Lamar doesn't reciprocate it as much, because if he did, he wouldn't be putting himself in those crazy situations.
I thought he was getting better with that.
I heard he wasn't. So I don't know.
I guess it depends on where you get, you know what I mean?
Your info. Yeah, I don't know him personally, so
exactly. He doesn't call and tell me, hey, Justine, I'm messing up.
Lamar, call in, let us know. Yeah, so but if she's trying to divorce him, it's difficult when like she said, she needs her space. I don't know. Did you feel that Khloe was a little confusing though in trying to get out her feelings towards her mom?
I don't think so, because I feel like they've had that conversation before. Because I think Kris means well. She wants him to be a part of the family, but it's like a little too much right now.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? It's a little too much when they're trying to get a divorce.
Right? Awkward. Because like she said to her mom, Khloe said to her mom, like, everyone checks on Lamar, but no one checks on me. And then what else? She said, like, my mom should want more from me too. Did you understand? Like, I didn't really understand her like thought process in all of this.
I think because Kris shows a lot of her attention to Lamar, because Lamar has had a lot of stuff happen to her.
Okay.
And I think Khloe just comes off stronger, comes across as put together. So I don't think Kris worries about her as much. So I think Kris means well, but she probably is giving a lot of her attention to Lamar when she's like, come on, Mom, what about me?
Right, I'm your daughter.
Yeah.
I'm your actual flesh and blood.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, like I said, I think Kris means well.
Yeah, of course. And so, she's like, hey, let's go to Napa. You know, let's all get on our private jet. You know,
oh my God,
no big deal.
I loved this.
When they're drunk, oh my God.
When they were drunk, oh my God is right. They were doing the weirdest shit. Like it reminds me, sadly, this is really sad. It kind of reminds me of me and my friends when we're drunk, because we made no sense. Like, they made no sense, and they were talking a little crazy about, you know, some stuff down below, and well, it's not. It's a little weird.
Is it this pink or is it gangrene?
And then I just love Khloe. She's just so funny. Everything, even before she's drunk, the way she talks, she does little accents when she's talking, and she's just, I want to be her friend. And then Kris was getting into it too. I've never seen Kris be really that fun,
right?
You know.
Well, she tries to be every now and then, but I guess after a couple bottles, they probably had a equivalent of like 5 bottles each.
Oh my God!
All those tasting, you know, like, I mean, a bottle only has 4 glasses, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's really stupid. I drink wine sometimes, but it's kind of, no, I like wine. I'm making an excuse for myself. I didn't know that it was 4 glasses. So I'm just trying to.
It doesn't feel that bad when you drink the whole bottle. It's just 4 glasses.
So for y'all,
I'm just kidding.
For y'all that think I'm dumb for thinking that, it's okay. It is a little stupid of me. I fully admit.
So wine, I think wine too makes you kind of that like dopey funny if you're like.
We're tired.
Yeah, like that's why I'm like kind of like, but Khloe is hilarious, but I always feel like Khloe takes her like humor and her funniness like just over the top. Like we said, she's being a little inappropriate, and that's so Khloe. She's always saying something about vaginas, like especially hers. Remember,
yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right. Always talking about that, and then when Kris was on the phone with the realtor or whatever, she kept calling him Ginger P word.
So random. I don't know. I thought that, I don't know. I just love them.
They're funny.
I think that Kris, when she's like, her goofy weird is like a Kim goofy weird. Like, it doesn't really happen, and if it does, it's just not that weird.
Right. We always talk about like in the past, we've always talked about how Kim and Kris are very similar
and close, and then it's Khloe and Kourtney.
Yeah.
Khloe and Kourtney's relationship is amazing. Like, I love it. And I love Khloe and Scott's.
Yeah.
Sorry, so many K's. Damn.
I know, right?
After all these years.
Can't keep up with the Kardashians.
I can't keep up. After all these years, you'd think I'd get it down, but.
Oh, wait. We have to briefly talk about Jonathan. Now, Bobby hated Jonathan.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
So annoying.
He's a little weird.
People think I'm annoying, but it's okay.
No.
I think he's annoying.
I'd rather you next to me than Jonathan.
We're both annoying.
No.
The J's are annoying.
No.
So at least I called myself out.
He said he moved to LA for 10 days a month so he can hang out with Kim.
Oh my God.
And obviously this storyline felt like a little forced. Like, come on, she's a mom. Weird. She's again a new mom for the second time, right? So she's gonna want to stay at home, like, and be a mom. So Jonathan gets this girl, like, he doesn't even know her. He just picks her off Instagram, or like what? How did he get her? I don't know if I missed that.
Well, I think it's funny, like, you asked how he got her. I wonder that too. I'm like, I wonder if someone saw her and the producers were like, oh, we got to get her. Obviously, I don't really think that was Jonathan's idea. I think it was the producers. Maybe it was, who knows. I think that he is just obsessed with Kim to like a weird level. So he like wanted to get her jealous by this.
He's obsessed with her.
Yeah. I think this whole thing was so weird and awkward.
So weird.
Kim was just like, hey.
She said it was awkward. She was like,
so weird. If I were that girl, her name is Cammie and she's from Instagram, and I remember I saw her like she was at 50,000 because people were like, oh, she looks like Kim. Now she's at like 300,000 something. And if we want to put up a picture of it, I have a picture up there and it's of Kim and the girl Cammie. And whenever it wants to go up, you guys will see.
Yeah, I think it's up right. Is it up right now?
I don't know.
It's up right now? I think so. But yeah, that's from their meeting. You can see that flower that was in the back of them when they were talking. But that was just like the most awkwardest thing. And
so weird.
she does look like her, but then she doesn't look like her. But my thing is, how much work has she done, and how much work has she done to look like Kim?
So this is really creepy that I know this. It's because it was so weird to me. I just wanted to find all the information. I feel like I'm your information for Cammie right now.
Google.
She's only 20 years old. And Kim is what, 30-something? So that's like over 10-year difference. She's not even 21. She's not even the legal age to drink. Put that into perspective here. And she claims she had her nose and her lips done, but people have asked her like, oh, this girl doesn't want to be Kim, and she's like, I'm really not. I just, wanted to plump my lips up and do my nose, and but besides that, I'm me. And I'm just like, come on, you look like exactly like Kim.
She does look a lot like
If
Kim.
she's gonna say she's not trying to look like Kim, I do not buy it. What do you think?
I would think it would be like, she looks like her, but she looks like maybe like, if they were, I probably sound so ridiculously dumb right now, but if they were like twins, somehow they were, I'm going to sound even dumb if I
No, don't do it.
Basically, they're like sisters from a different misters. Like, do you know what I mean? I was going to say like twins, but from two different dads, but then that would make sisters. So
I see the similarity, like scary. Like, obviously you can tell,
right?
But I mean, she's the closest one that I've seen to looking like Kim,
right?
There's so many girls out there on Instagram. Everyone wants to look like Kim K, so there's a lot of girls out there that look like that, but she's the closest. It freaked me out. Like when I saw her on this, I was like, I already know who she is from Instagram.
That's
she
crazy.
was on like, maybe it wasn't Good Morning America, I can't remember. She was on a morning show and simply got all these fans, all these followers, been on shows just because she looks like Kim. And I think that like her career is being based off looking like her, and that's so weird because can you imagine, do you want to be on the show and make Kim feel awkward just because you look like Kim? I don't know, it's weird.
Welcome to 2016. I was going to say the 2000s, but 2010s. The internet and social media is just crazy. And like, Kim's beautiful. So who wouldn't want to look like her, obviously? And
I'm a fan of the old Kim though. Really? I look at pictures of her and she was like a god. Like she was so stunning. Like I wanted to look like her then. Now I just think she's really fake. But I'm not saying she's not pretty. Like for being very fake, damn, she looks good. Yeah. But if you look at pictures, people say like, oh, she grew up, you get older. But no.
That's
like,
more to do with like
different.
Kylie. Kylie definitely grew up over the years. But yeah, obviously they've all done stuff to their faces.
Well, like a little news and gossip. I don't remember if I said this before or not, but I know someone that knows the Kardashians, and I know that obviously Kylie's got her lips done, but I heard whether or not she's gotten like Botox for her cheeks, that's iffy. I know that she's gotten her chin, because remember how wide her chin used to be and her jaw? She got that down. But besides that, a lot of people are like, her nose and her eyebrows and everything's different. But I'm like, you have to realize, look at pictures. I wish I sent one in. Sorry I didn't send it for you guys. There was a perfect one. And if you really look, it's makeup. It's contouring. Her eyebrows are different because they're shaped different. The brow, like I do makeup, so I noticed the brows are drawn on differently. The contour, a lot of it's contour. So she changed some things. But think about it. Those pictures are when she was like 12.
Exactly.
She's
That's
like 19 now. Come on. 18.
Unless people say so much whatever about them. To me, it's like, if you're going to tell us, you're going to tell us. But obviously you don't look the same as before. But for Kylie, yeah, it's because she grew up in
it's both
makeup. And then, but Kim, everyone else, obviously, It's that.
Yeah.
But
It's
that
both. I think Kylie, the last thing I'll say about Kylie is, like I said, it's both. It's, you know, we can't deny that she's gotten some stuff done. I mean, it's obvious. But I think it's a mixture of, you know, I don't look the same as when I was 12.
Heck no.
Come on. I look so bad. So it's like, but it's funny when you look at girls that are 13 now. I was like, I didn't do my brows. I threw bronzer on. Like, what? Like, what were you like?
It's a whole different world. Yeah, no, I used to wear like baggy sweatshirts and like scrunchies were still kind of cool back in the 90s growing up.
Do you guys remember the butterfly clips?
Yes.
Butterfly clips. I found this. We'll get back on track. I just wanted to say that I found this thing from only kids from the 90s will remember, and it's like this article, and there's like blow up chairs in there. Remember those like neon colored blow up chairs that people loved?
I remember the blow up chairs.
Oh my God. If you guys remember that, comment. And the butterfly clips, and there was so much.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there was just so much random stuff. There was like this gum called Chick something, and they're little tiny squares, rainbows. I don't know if you remember that.
Chiclets?
No, but they're like, you don't really see them anymore. They're like really tiny ones. They're beyond the point, but look it up, like 90s kids stuff. I don't know. It's really funny, and
it's true.
Childhood memories.
Right?
Yeah.
To just bring it back to Camilla, right? Camilla? Really fast before
I don't know.
we
I
move
always call
on
her
from
Cammy.
Cammy. I thought it was just funny when she said finally, like that she gets. That was just weird, and Jonathan's weird because they said they already went out to eat, and they're like, come on, let's go hang out more. Like whether they really did or not, but that's just like, what do you talk about when you're sitting next to someone who literally looks like your quote best friend?
So it's like I'm not out with my best friend. I'm just with someone that looks like her. Personality's not the same.
This is just creepy.
Maybe it is. Ugh. She when she said finally, that's so funny because that was probably her lifelong dream. And then she's like, finally, and then Kim's like, what? Not finally.
Camila is from Toronto, so I believe she's Canadian. I think someone's asking.
We're just looking. Sorry we don't have our computers today, guys. We have it's up on the screen. So we're trying to read what people are saying. The string vest and the chains hanging off the bootcut jeans in the 90s.
We're not even gonna keep getting because that's like a rabbit hole of 90s stuff to go down.
Only if you're nice, we'll talk to you. And you guys are being nice now. So
okay, so let's move on to the one who's really focused on the curse, and that's Scott. He's been the one that's stuck around he's been around the longest. You know, so he's dealt his fair share of ups and downs. And so I like how he said he asked a girl that works for him to bring in, you know, a psychic. But my thing is, what does he do? Like, we always used to talk about this. Like, what does he really do what does he do? I don't know what he does besides club stuff. So, like, what do you mean you have a girl that works for you?
I think... Yeah, because I never knew what his occupation was. Like, if he wasn't with the Kardashians, what would his occupation be? I don't think he would be anything, really, without them. I just know, I mean, if I could get paid a couple 20 grand, probably more to go party, that's amazing.
I mean, the people that can do that, jealous, right? But yeah, so like a girl that works for him, that's funny. Anyways, so this guy Brett comes in, he's a spiritual medium, and he was just so like not psychic, and it was funny because he was like,
him, though.
Scott's always rude to like people like that, but he came in and he was like, Tylee or Ty, you know, to Tiger. I'm like, how do you not know the Kardashians and the people around them? Like, that was just so lame to me.
Really? See, to me, not everyone. I mean, most people are obsessed with the Kardashians, but that kind of, I'm like, okay, good. That doesn't mean he's probably not on it. I mean, you never know, but on his phone, like all the time and following the Kardashians. I kind of like that. He's like Tyler, and then it was and then Tyga was like, whatever he said, you should know me or whatever.
Because he's supposed to. Well, they thought he was supposed to be a psychic, but
I don't know. I didn't mind that. I was like, ooh, not another stalker Kardashian fan.
But it's just like, how do you not, like, you don't have to stalk them to know their names. You know what I mean? So that was just like weird, especially for like later with the psychic, like. Obviously, you know of them and you know their stuff. And if you know you're going to be on the show, you're going to research anyways, too.
Yeah. Maybe he did it on purpose.
Probably. The one thing I did like that the spiritual guy said, that he was saying something about you need to be taking control of your ship to Scott. And that's what Kourtney addresses later when they're sitting in the living room. She's like, you always want to put the blame on everyone else but yourself instead of dealing with stuff. And it's true. It's, you know, like there's no curse. They're just how they're dealing with their relationship. Not saying like the Kardashian girls are perfect, but they're choosing to act these, you know, certain ways. So I like that guy said that, but I think that went right through one ear and out the other with Scott, of course.
Yeah.
And so then they go to that psychic who said to get a rooster. You know what? Actually, you know what else was really weird? That Kendall didn't know that people say that they have a curse with guys, because I feel like that's so talked about. Like I said, like everyone loves to hate them and always says that stuff, and she's like, I've never heard of that. You know,
so funny. I can't stop thinking about the rooster.
Right? So
random.
I thought she was gonna say that she like he had to kill the rooster, and I was like, oh my god, that's horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, he goes in, he gets a rooster in his all little white outfit, and they never showed him like letting the rooster go, though, you know?
Maybe next week? I don't know. There's no really reason to continue with the rooster. I just thought it was funny just watching him like, I need to get a rooster. And I was just like, yes. I loved it.
Like, yeah, weird. And he's running around trying to hold. He said the rooster had girth. That was really funny to me.
Yes, he would. I forgot he was like holding him and going like this.
And then the lady who did the cards first, she did say like he has the devil card, so that's why she's. Anyways, the rooster, we see he gets the rooster, but we don't see what happens to it. Hopefully they give it back. Hopefully no roosters were harmed in the making of this episode of the Kardashians.
They should have that at the bottom. Probably did.
Yeah.
I mean, I highly doubt he's like, I'm gonna keep a rooster that makes so much noise in the morning and put it in my backyard. He's probably like, no, you're gone.
Yeah, or
maybe he didn't even bring it home. Like, it was maybe just for the show, and he was like, all right, bye, thanks.
Yeah, probably.
Because they didn't show anything.
They didn't show the rooster going away, so now all his problems are going to stick there, and we're just going to have the continually same Scott storyline
okay.
Going on. And on.
Scott, come on.
And on. I don't know. I think the other one thing to mention was that Kendall, they briefly talked about Rob, and they were just saying how it's crazy that, you know, he missed 3 years of his life, and now
literally, China, you know, Black China brought him out for missing those 3 years, and it's like just crazy. I love that reference.
Right? Just like, come out.
I heard that, speaking of coming out, I think did we talk about it last week, that they're having a new reality show.
Confirmed it, right?
Oh, they did. They probably did. I don't know. I've been working so much. I've been kind of not sitting by the TV to know that, but I should know that. But it's all right. That'd be cool if they did.
The Kardashians will never end. There will be continual spin-offs.
It's like crazy
seasons.
Because I look back at when they started and how old I was, and I was like 2007. It was 2007 or 2008.
It was like literally a decade ago.
Yeah, I was like,
so we're like in our
17, and I'm like, Jesus, I'm 25 now. It's just a roundabout. It's just, you put that into perspective, like how old you were, and you're like, that's how long these people have been around. And usually things fade, and I just really think they're getting bigger. Like, it's really scary.
They're not going anywhere. Nope.
Do you think they've had a longer run than like Britney? Because Britney's not
I almost, and this is no offense to Britney because I love Britney, but I almost said Britney who.
No,
that just goes to show
Britney.
That
I missed when Britney was the Kim. Don't get me wrong, I love the Kardashians, but I loved Britney back in the day. I wanted to be Britney.
See, I was like, what? Huh?
I loved Britney. All right, well, that's different. Do you want to get into some news and gossip?
You have some, yeah?
Yeah, I just got a couple things. There's not really like a ton going on, but don't worry, I got some news and gossip for you. I was like hunting, because I'm like, we got to give you guys news and gossip. Mm-hmm. So we got Hollywood and Life and Style. They gave rumors that Khloe was pregnant, and obviously that's false.
Shut the front. Okay, yeah. I was like, I did not hear this. Shut the front door.
And I think it's just weird when, you know, people decide that they want to make something up because there's nothing really to write, but it's just like, obviously we're gonna know it's fake, so what's the point?
Right.
Maybe that eye-catching, like, oh, she's pregnant. I don't know.
It's like those little gossip magazines in the store. They always have these like really enticing headlines, and then it's like, it's just bull.
Yeah, and what's bull next is OK Magazine. This does not shock me that Blac Chyna is quote unquote bleeding her fiance with insane list of expenses and making him broke. I mean, I don't think she's making him broke, but tell me that they didn't confirm if that's true or false, but I bet she's probably like, I want this, I want that. Nah.
I mean, basically, like, she having that baby is like paycheck for life for her.
Jesus.
I mean, like, no hate to the relationship. I hope it's like genuine. But yeah, she's set. She's set, just like anyone in that family is set.
I mean, he has a family that can always, you know, he'll be set because he has this family, but he always talks about he doesn't have any money, or they're like,
right.
oh, Rob. So it's like kind of like, whoa, what's going on? How is this going to work? But I always think that, you know, they say that Chris babies him, but I don't think he'll ever be like broke.
No.
I don't think that's possible.
Unless everything that they buy for that baby is like millions of dollars, then they'll go broke right away.
No, actually, they get Yeezys for free. I was like, Yeezys? No, okay, never mind.
We still need our Yeezys for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's... Do you have anything else?
No, I don't have any news and gossip. That was it this week, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. I'm actually not going to be here next week. I'm going back to Jersey.
Jersey Shore?
Yes. I'm going back to Jersey. So, yeah. I usually never miss one, but I'm like, you know what? My cousin's getting... Whatever. Nobody cares. But it's nice to go home. So if you guys that love your home, like if you don't live there, you're like, okay. Like, it's
exactly.
I never thought going home would be a vacation, so...
It's a vacation. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You need a break from LA sometimes.
Yes.
So where can everyone find you in the meantime?
So you can find me. I am switching my Twitter. So when you go to look for me, it's going to be that now. It's going to be JDX03. Keep it simple for you guys. You can find me on Instagram at Let's Face It with Justine with some beauty videos, tutorials, all of that fun stuff.
Yep, and as always, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, XOXOCESCA. And I'll see you next week with some guest hosts.
Yes, we're figuring out who that is. But again, thank you guys so much for everyone that's like really supportive of me and Dakota. He's not here this week. And yeah, thank you so much for whoever's welcoming, and we really appreciate it.
See you next week.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.